Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited because we are doing a review, first impression of the new Charlotte Tilbury Beautifying face palette. This is one of her holiday collection releases. She came out with these beautiful eyeshadow like singles. I saw some reviews on those and I'm just wanting them. I want every shade. I haven't gotten any of those yet. I think I'm just gonna try to wait till the Sephora sale and maybe pick a couple then because they're very expensive. And those came out after these were released. So I was like, oh well. So here I have both the Pillow Talk Medium Deep and the Fair Medium. And I'm very excited about these. So if you guys are interested and you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe down below. It helps me out so much. And let's get started. So let's take these out. Oh, the packaging looks so beautiful. I'm so excited. So the packaging is the same. It has this beautiful, like iridescent almost look to it. So this is the old not the old packaging, last year. Was it last year? She came out with this face palette, and guys, I love this. It is very well used. I truly absolutely adore the formula, even the colors. I know some people complain that, you know, once like you get two contours, but to me it works so well. If I want this to be more as a bronzer, I'll mix them, and I think this is a brilliant palette from Charlotte Tilbury. So when I saw that she's coming out with like blushes, I was like, yes. This one is in medium deep, and it definitely is deep, but I feel like I could make it work. And this one is the lighter one. They look absolutely stunning, guys. Right here is the light medium. I think in person it looks even prettier than online or in the pictures. Wow, it's so beautiful. And this is like the outer packaging. It's just absolutely stunning. And here we have the medium deep. And even though I'm like light skin, I feel like I could probably use this. So here they are side by side. Definitely the light one is much more pink oriented, rosy, and the deeper one's more like peachy and red. So I'm gonna swatch them. Okay, so this one is very hard pressed. It's kind of that, oh, it's so soft. It's that softer baked formula from her, the highlighter. Like, see, the embossing doesn't go away. Ooh, that looks so smooth. I'm so excited. I'll show you up close in just a second. So those are the swatches. They look absolutely stunning. I'm actually gonna do them right here. I think that's better. I just couldn't wait. I'm gonna do them next to each other, that way you see the light and the medium. So these are the swatches. The first four are the light ones, the light to medium, and then the next four are obviously the medium to deep, and they've all swatched so smooth, so beautiful. Even the highlighter seems very smooth. I am so excited to play with these, and I'm so glad she brought two different shades, like two different depths, because we need that. I'm not sure if I mentioned that these bad boys are $75 each, so they're a pretty penny. They're very expensive, but you do get like 4 different shades, you know, 2 highlighters, 2 blushes. For me, obviously, this highlighter is gonna be just a blush topper, because it's definitely too deep for me, but I think that highlighter will work for me. So I'm gonna start with the light medium. I'm taking this BK Beauty 103, and I'm taking the lightest one right here. And I have obviously like foundation, concealer, and some bronzer. and my lips on. So let's start. It's a beautiful, like, rosy color. It's not too intense. I picked up a little bit more so we can see how it builds up. Ooh, beautiful. This is supposed to be for, like, eyes, but oh, that's so pretty. That is, wait, do these have names? One, soft blush. And I think it's a very smooth, very forgiving. I really like it. This is a perfect everyday color for me. It's not too cool tone. It's not too pink. It's just this beautiful rosy color that works so well with my skin tone. So yeah. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the other blush on this cheek, and then we're just going to wipe everything and try the deeper one, because I've seen a lot of people do a whole cheek with this whole palette and then another cheek with the whole other one. But to me, I'm probably not going to wear all four, like all two highlighters and blushes on top of each other. So I kind of want to just show you how that will work. So let me take this highlighter and just add it here. I'm taking this Sonia G mini cheek and I'm picking up a little bit of this, maybe a lot. I'm gonna take some off just in case. And I'm gonna slowly add it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Guys, I love the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter, but the smooth one, this one that's like baked highlighter, to me it is one of the best powder highlighters. I'm not a huge fan of just powder highlighters in general. They're just too textury. Like for the Patrick Ta like new palette, to me that was texture in a highlighter, and this is just so smooth. I love it. I love the color of it too. It's not too much, but it shows up. Oh, this is perfect. I'm just going to take this brush and just blend it in. So that's what this top row is together. I think this is absolutely stunning. I think it's a very forgiving, very soft on the cheeks, and I'm so happy with this. Moving on to this cheek, I'm taking another BK Beauty 104, and I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this pink right here, tap a little bit off, and go here softly. Okay, I think I can go a little heavier because it's not too intense. I was afraid I'll be like all pink. Oh, that's a beautiful soft color. I almost feel like the formula of this one is a little different than this one. This almost seems to have like a different texture, a little bit more of shine. Let's see. Yeah, maybe not. I feel like they both have a shift, but there's no glitter or sparkles or anything in there. But to me, this gives me a little bit more light. I'm going to build it up even more. And you can definitely build it up, which is great. I prefer to do that rather than have this super intense blush. Initially, I'd rather be able to build it up myself. That's a beautiful color. And there's a difference. Like if you guys can see, this is more muted, more mauvey, almost rosy. And this is a brighter pink. I feel like it really is brightening me up. I can never say that correctly. I'm taking the same like highlighter brush. I have a towel here that I wipe it off. But before I put the highlighter, this is, what is this? Does this have a name? Super blush. This is the super blush. And let's take this rosy highlighter. Very curious to see how this will look. Adding very little. It's definitely rosy, quite rosy. I would almost say that this to me is almost like a blush topper because it's quite rosy. Like it to me, it's in between a highlighter and a blush topper, which is perfect. Like, look at that. I think it looks so stunning. The smoothness, and I think the way these products make your cheek look, they look very smooth. And I do have texture just in general. I think everybody has texture. But there's something about this highlighter that it doesn't necessarily emphasize it. It just smooths it out and it looks really pretty. This to me is more of a neutral look. I could kind of pull this off with any eye look pretty much. This is pretty bright, but still very soft and elegant. So I want to do next is that take this one and put it on top of this one because, you know, that's how they suggest doing it. Wait, yeah, this is the cheek. And I'm just going to add a little bit right here to combine it. Like just a pop of pink. I think that's really, really pretty. Yeah, I actually really like this combination. And while we're at it, why not take a little bit of this and just add it mainly here. Yeah, guys, so this is the first palette. I think it's beautiful, soft, it blends in really nicely, and I'm very excited for this. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm just gonna wipe this off and then move on and try this palette all over the face. Moving on to the medium deep, I've kind of cleaned my brushes here. And I'm gonna let's start with this one, of course. This is like a almost corally shade. And the formula of these is soft, but it's not too soft to where there's fallout, but it's super smooth. So let's start on this side. I'm very curious to see how this will show up on my skin tone. Ooh, beautiful. So pretty. So this is softer. You can definitely build the color. I'm gonna add a little bit more. And I'm very gentle with it because I know probably this could be built up quite a bit and I don't want it to just look crazy because I do have an appointment right after this. So I want to build it up just enough for me, but you can absolutely build this up even more. Let's do just a little bit more. Let's see. Oh, so stunning. See, even on this like softer like mattes, because I would consider these mattes with a glow to them. Even with that, I don't know if you can see there's a slight shift, a slight luminosity in them where they're like not this matte formula and dry. It looks so good, guys. I'm loving this. Okay, let's take the highlighter, and in person this highlighter looks just a little bit more, I wouldn't say textury. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just the color. Yeah, also like the pink in the first one highlighter, like these two are quite different. So let's add a little bit. Oh yes. This is so good. This highlighter is definitely intense. I can only imagine if you have deeper skin tone, it's going to be even more intense on you, because if it shows up on me being, you know, more in the light, I would say I'm a light skin tone. I'm not even light medium, maybe in the summer if I'm lucky, but it still shows up on me. So I think it's going to be quite intense if you have deeper skin tone, but it is so beautiful. Okay, moving on to the deeper one, which I don't think it scares me because I think it's gonna work if you're like, you're soft with it. So I may eat my words just a little bit. Let's see. I always like hold it here and so much easier here. Oh yes. Oh yes. This is, I can absolutely work with this. I feel like I'm just repeating myself with every shade I just say that's so pretty, so smooth, because they are. I think the formula is so good. So I went with a very light hand, and this is the color that I got out of it. I can definitely build it up. Let's do a little bit more. So that is the color, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. You can absolutely build it up a lot more because it gets quite intense. I just shouldn't do that because I look like a clown, but I love that I can also like use this because the colors are so beautiful and the undertones are like perfect. So I'm very happy with that. Put it a little bit around here. I'm gonna combine them in a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna take this, Slightly Scared, and I think I'm just gonna put it kind of where the highlighter would be, just a little lower. Yeah, it's a very deep for me. So for me, it's absolutely a blush topper and nothing more. I'm gonna take this and blend it out. I'm actually gonna take this fluffy brush, pick this up, and add a little bit of glowiness to my cheek. I hope you guys can kind of see that. I definitely have that beautiful glow, but it's absolutely way too deep for me. I feel like that actually, I don't know, like made it look a little bit weird here, too intense. But that is to be expected. If that worked for me, then we'd have a problem with this palette because it wouldn't be great for medium to deep skin. But just so excited. I'm actually going to take a little bit of this one, put it here as a highlighter. Try to fix all that. I'm trying to think if I like this more than the light one. That would work for me. Okay, so before I kind of fix my cheeks, the top row is right here. And then the deeper one mixed with a bunch of stuff is here. So right now I'm going to take a little bit of this deeper one and add it on this cheek just to even it out a little bit. This is my powder brush and I'm going to go over all this area so we don't look a little, like, just calm it down a little bit. And guys, when I say I went with such a small, like a gentle hand, I really mean that. I mean, I barely touched this to get some product off because otherwise I would look ridiculous. I'm going to take a little bit of this highlighter and add it in here. I kind of want to rock the No mascara today. So I'm just going to clean a little bit here. I'm going to use my fingers and just kind of blend all this in and try to mesh it. You could definitely use a puff. That would be more sanitary and probably better. Just to smooth everything since we've done so many little things. You could even put a little bit of powder on this and just powder the edges to smooth it all out. I am gonna spray my face with Urban Decay All Nighter. And then curl my eyelashes. Maybe I'll put mascara. Maybe I will. I did end up putting just a little bit of mascara on, and that's about it. And actually a little bit of this Victoria Beckham brightening eyeliner. What's the name of it? Instant Brightening Waterline Pencil. I love this. It is so good. It lasts like all day long and I love it. Anyway, guys, so let me tell you my final thoughts on these. I obviously absolutely love them. I think this is one of my favorite releases from her. I love like these kind of face palettes. I think I use them a lot. I definitely end up using these products a lot. I want to look at her old like Pillow Talk collection that she came out with. It's these two right here. And I kind of wanted to see if there's any dupes, but I really don't think there's anything. Yeah, no. So these are the colors that I have from her release. And the highlighters, I don't think there's one that even is resembling the other one. And then this one, yeah, no. Yeah, I keep looking at them, and even if maybe there was one strip that was similar, it doesn't really matter because you're most likely not going to just use that one strip. You're going to use the whole thing or like this section. So I really think that these are very different, similar formula though. The packaging is similar and I really have liked these, but honestly, I think I would reach for this even more because the highlighter is just one of them. So like if I want, you know, a bright highlighter, I'll go for this one or this one. So out of these two, even for my skin tone, I don't know. I don't know if I have a preference. I think they both are beautiful. I love the one that I have on right now. A little uneven, but yeah, I really think that I love this top row so much from this. This one's kind of a skip for me, maybe once in a blue moon as a blush topper. But for me, this, I can use all of them. So I don't know. I don't really have a preference. I think if you're my skin tone, obviously this, you're going to get, I think, better use out of it just because you can use that highlighter as a highlighter. But even this one will work. Like this highlighter, I think it's still very pretty as a blush topper. It's not too offensive and intense. I actually think it's quite smooth and elegant. I probably didn't apply it well. I applied it with this brush and I think it's just too small and it can add a little bit too much product in one area. But adding this with like a fluffier brush and just kind of, let me add that real quick. I just picked up a little bit. See, yeah, I think my application was at fault. Yes, you can absolutely use that as a blush topper. So yeah, I really think that she did such an amazing job. If you're interested, they're worth it. I would say wait till Sephora sale because you could get, you know, 10, 15, 20% off. And these are a pretty penny, $75 each. Quite expensive, but I love them. I'm so happy I have them. This was one of the most exciting releases so far for me. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this palette. Did you pick it up? Do you like it? Are you just kind of like over these face palettes? Let me know all your thoughts down below. I would love to chit chat with you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.